Wait for him. We'll look at this coming back. Okay, so let me show, I wanted to show you, see how far that one's off? So you can see the whole lip, and I believe that water's
Gosh, yeah, that's a,
going right down in there, yeah.
so there's water that's not even making it to the
Right.
street.
Yep. Some of it's going down, some of it's going out the side. And that's the top of the drop
There's a
there.
second one, right?
Yeah, that one's not too bad, but you know, you wanna encompass this whole job together, right? So
Yeah.
that one there is not so bad either. Hopefully this is slowly draining so we can see all this. Okay, this was not the connection that I had an issue with. That's another one there, yeah. And you can almost see the gap up here at the top.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's collecting right there. The water's like collecting there.
Yeah.
Because
Because that's raised up.
Yeah.
So what happens, what does that cause?
What do you mean?
Like, what does that cause? What problem does that result in?
Well, the water gets outside the line and causes a sinkhole
Oh, right.
either in the front yard or in the street.
So minor.
And what happens is, if you know anything about that, is
No.
what it does is it washes away the sand underneath, so you get this cavern that's totally open.
Right.
And if that was under the street, if you had enough of that cavern open, sooner or later, it could cause, you know, that street to collapse.
Hole, yeah.
Or in your ground,
That's good.
yeah, it's fun stuff.
Basically like your waste isn't getting out. It's actually
Mhm.
creating its own septic tank out there.
Yeah,
That creates
got it.
water.
So I'm gonna make some notes as we go here.
But that's,
Oh, that was quick. Is that quick? Hey, that was pretty quick. $5,000 for permit. Yep. Yes. Okay. And that's without the 5, right? Or is that with the 5? Okay. All right. All right, thanks, man. I'll call you back when I get out of here. Thanks, bye. So he's saying it's, because what happens is, when you have this water going into the ground, all the cities around, except for Detroit, I don't think Detroit has this issue. They want all this dirt taken out and all new dirt coming in to replace the dirt that's out there now because it's contaminated, right?
yeah.
So he says about 12.5 for the whole job
With the permit too?
with a permit.
So 15 then? Okay,
And, yeah,
okay.
all right, so just so you know,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
And then any extra landscaping you want to do on top of that. Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
I don't know if it'd be 20, but it's not. It's more like 15.
It's not a minor problem.
Yeah, I'd say 15 at the most. You know, I mean, you're gonna get guys in companies that come out here and say 25,000. I mean,
Yeah, right.
they're highly. I mean, Nelson Brothers is one of those companies that they do great work. I mean, you don't have to worry about a thing, but they overcharge.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I've seen them like a job that would be 15, you know, 25. You know, it's like really, it's crazy. Feet. Okay, let's continue on here. another one that's, it's not as bad as the rest, but there's gonna be multiple that are like this. And that could be a gap there too. I don't see any water actually going down in this one.
But you can see it puddling right there.
Oh, it's puddling because it's got a,
Nowhere to go.
yeah, it's got nowhere to go. It'll sit there until more water pushes it over the edge. There's another one there. Yep. And you can see that the water's coming out that way. Okay, this one here, I'll guarantee you that those are cracks in that line. So we want to say that that's, not only is that raised, but there's cracks in that.
So I'll give this video too, so you can support it to the south.
Yeah. So then what do? You basically tell them, you just came back to them and say, what do you want to do?
Yeah, if you don't want it, there's two ways you can go about it. You can say, I'll still buy it. Or you can say, I don't want it. Because that was the term we agreed to.
Right.
And if you say, don't want it, they get to choose that way.
If they negotiate with the law.
Okay, hold on. Like, don't leave us yet, if they leave to do something.
Right.
So they might say, okay, you're willing to pay a certain price for the home. You know.
So here we have tree root. Here we have a bunch of tree root
Oh my gosh.
that's entered the line. Okay, so that's about 29 feet. Look at
That's a lot of
that.
tree root, right?
Yep, along with the grease. That's
Oh, there it is.
just before, oh my God. Wow. Yeah, I wonder why this line's holding water. Look at all that.
So is this 12.5 to replace the whole thing?
Yeah.
Look at that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is disgusting.
It is.
That is actually disgusting.
The grease, yeah, the tree root's bad enough, but the grease is really disgusting. Look at all that.
I know.
It just goes forever. Look at that. It's amazing that water's getting through it at all.
Wow, why would they do that?
Well, a lot of people think, hey, you know what? What am I going to do with this grease? I got to put it somewhere. It's going down the...
Freezer.
When I'm cooking, I always put it in a cup, let it harden, or, yeah, throw it in the garbage.
Yeah.
Oh, don't start messing with me. All right, let me make some notes here.